The white flag is raised. And that off. Away they go in the William Hill Champion Chase, Grade 1. And it is St. Sam on the inside of Dysart Dynamo, the stable companions, leading a length. Ash Tree Meadow as they go uphill to the first of 11 fences. Ash Tree Meadow followed by Dinoblue, up the inside Banbridge, and then Gentleman de May held up towards the rear with Captain Guinness, Mascada, Fildor. Fiddly at the first was St. Sam, and coming away with a definite advantage, Dysart Dynamo as they climb uphill towards the second fence. Then Ash Tree Meadow. 3 lengths to Dinoblue, start cap of Gentleman May on the outside of Captain Guinness, and then Banbridge, Mascada, Fildor. Over the second, and losing there, Gentleman de May as they race downhill to the next 2. Their first ditch and the third plain fence. Paul Townend not fully up as of yet. In the lead is Dysart Dynamo. Downhill they go to the third. From St. Sam, Ash Tree Meadow, Dinoblue next, and then Banbridge. Captain Guinness is 2 behind. Mascada and Fildor is detached. Heading for the fourth. Banbridge wasn't great there. It's Dysart Dynamo, preceded by the loose Gentleman de May. At the next plain fence, taking them into the back straight, Dysart Dynamo followed by St. Sam, who's closed the gap, is now within a length. Another length to Ash Tree Meadow, and Captain Guinness up into fourth. And then Dinoblue, Banbridge, Mascada, 5 lengths to Fildor. Down the far side they go to the first of 3. Another 7 fences left to jump. And it is Dysart Dynamo and Sean O'Keefe in front from St. Sam and Danny Mullins as they meet up with their first fence in the back straight. This is fence number 5. Ash Tree Meadow, Sam Ewing is next and third, and then the Queen Mother winner, Captain Guinness and Rachael Blackmore. 2 in front of Dinoblue and Mark Walsh, then Banbridge, JJ Slevin. Mascada is in touch under Dad O'Keefe. 6 to 7 lengths to the trailing Fildor, Jack Kennedy. They're well inside the halfway stage, another 5 fences left to jump as they go to the last ditch, the end of the back straight. Dysart Dynamo by a couple of lengths to Ash Tree Meadow, shading the second from St. Sam. In fourth place, Captain Guinness, break of 3 lengths to Dinoblue, and then Banbridge and Mascada leaving well behind Fildor. Heading off the back straight with another 4 fences left to jump. Over 5 furlongs to go in the William Hill Champion Chase. And it's Dysart Dynamo leading stable companion St. Sam, who's just wrestled back the second from Ash Tree Meadow, followed by Captain Guinness. Dinoblue in company with Banbridge, who's edging closer on the inside as they head for the fourth last fence. Dysart Dynamo, Ash Tree Meadow, out wide is St. Sam. As they jump to fourth last, Captain Guinness, good jump up in between horses. And then Dinoblue, Banbridge and Mascada. Heading for the third last fence. Dysart Dynamo continues to cut out the running from Ash Tree Meadow. Poised is Captain Guinness, then Banbridge and Dinoblue, who are both taking closer order together. St. Sam has dropped away, and then Mascada running round the home turn with 2 fences left to jump. Dysart Dynamo joined by Captain Guinness, 2 in front of Ash Tree Meadow. Now being wound up to close on the outside is Dinoblue and then Banbridge. Their heads turned for home. 2 fences left to jump, and it's Dysart Dynamo matched in by Captain Guinness. After them in third is Dinoblue, and then Banbridge brought to the outside. Fading is Ash Tree Meadow, the second last, and it's Captain Guinness over in front. Leads for the first time in the race from Dinoblue. In third is Awakening. Dysart Dynamo running on is Banbridge on the outside. Captain Guinness with 1 fence left to jump from Dinoblue within a couple of lengths. Captain Guinness from Dinoblue, who's closing on the outside. Then Banbridge inside the final 100 yards, and it's Captain Guinness. Banbridge flashing home the near side. Banbridge the near side of Captain Guinness, and a gripping finale to the William Hill Champion Chase. The judge will call it, and then Dinoblue well clear of Mascada, Dysart Dynamo, St. Sam and Ash Tree Meadow.
Yes, thanks guys. JJ Slevin has just partnered Banbridge to record a second Grade 1 of Banbridge's career. Well done, good call by Joseph, dropping back to 2 miles.
Sure, massive. Took a lot of guts to do it, and popped the cheek piece on to sharpen them up. We schooled them in there during the week, and it got them good and sharp, and it was a big call from him.
And you never looked overly happy. They went a goodish enough gallop. I thought they got quicker though the first couple of furlongs because there's plenty of confirmed pace angles.
Yeah, look, we kind of always knew we were going to be at the pin of our collar, travelling wise and jumping wise, because he can be a bit slow and tight the odd time. When he's forward, he's not too bad, but he hung in there, and I was happy if he hung in there. We knew he could save a bit to get him home, and look, he was good and brave today.
And again, he got in tight to one or two.
He did. That's kind of his want nowadays. I suppose when his speed is really on, especially in that sort of race, he can chip in. He's a bit careful, but look, he used his head anyway.
And when is the first you realised that I have a chance of winning this?
I thought when I landed back at the second last, I knew I hadn't thrown all my cards on the table, and I knew I'd come home well, and knew if I got a good jump at the last, I'd land running, and look, thankfully that's what's happened.
Which you did too.
Yeah, in fairness to him, he stuck out his head and ran to the line very well, and got on that nicer ground, you know, he's a right good horse.
It's the first time he's really had that nice ground. I know it was good to soft ground when he won in England a couple of runs ago as well, but it was probably the best ground he's raced on all season.
Yeah, for sure. He has only been lightly raced, Kempton, Cheltenham and here, and the lads took guts to wait, not to get him out, and look at his place paid dividends for them.
And obviously you can see why they roll the dice. You have to roll the dice in the likes of the Ryanair. See, does he handle it? You came away knowing, right, he hasn't. We'll draw stumps when we go back to another place.
Yeah, for sure. In those sort of races, you have to take a chance, I think. And look at they've been rewarded with him. Ronnie's been very patient with him all along, and he's won some big pots for him.
He has indeed, and you've won 2 Grade 1s in him as well. Were you concerned coming here about the drop back and trip today?
Yeah, look, we knew the early part of the race was probably a bit worried about, especially with his jumping. We're a bit lie into them jumping, but we knew if we could get comfortable and not be too far over ground that we'd have a little chance. But I was happy with the way the thing was unfolding in front of me, you know, all the way.
Good stuff. Big day tomorrow. Fast or slow. Rematch again with Gallop and Deschamps. Fast or slow's favourite track. How is he at home?
He's been in great form. Look at David rides him in most of his work there and looks great. I've sat up on him a few times, given him a school there, and look, I'm just looking forward to him now. The ground shouldn't be an issue to him. It's very similar to what it was here last year, so we'll just see how the cards unfold and hopefully we get a bit of luck.
And that was the first race on the chase course of the festival. What's the ground riding like? Is there much difference between the chase course and the hurdle course?
Yeah, the road is slightly better, I thought, to the hurdle track now. Just slightly better, but it's lovely, beautiful jumping ground.
And home by the Lena Stairs hurdle later on in the week. You have 6 lengths to make up at T-Hoopo. The blinkers that were wore at Cheltenham for the first time are back on.
Yeah, he ran a very good race in Cheltenham. I'm not sure he's mad about Cheltenham, to be honest with you. And look, at Punchestown's a quicker track. But look, it'd be hard to turn around with the form with T-Hoopo, but if we can give him a fright, we'd be happy, and you never know what might happen.
Start of the week, JJ, well done.
Thanks, Kev.
The big race of the day, the William Hill Champion Chase, has gone to Banbridge, and his trainer, of course, is Joseph O'Brien. Congratulations. He needed those cheek pieces, and he needed every inch, didn't he?
He did, Lydia. Yeah, I thought JJ gave him a fantastic ride. The tempo of the race wasn't maybe as strong as what we anticipated it being, but JJ said he was comfortable through the run, and he was saving as much as he could for the back of the last, and he saved enough, and the horse found a lot. And delighted for Ronnie and Ian and everyone to have a big winner here in Punchestown. Ronnie's been very patient with this horse through the autumn when conditions weren't suitable, and I think his patience from then was rewarded today.
Yeah, I mean, you're right to highlight the patience, because obviously this horse we've always known is ground dependent, but he's shown it very much this season.
Yeah, he has, and I mean, if you look through his form, it's pretty clear that when the ground is soft, he doesn't perform as well, and when it's drier, he performs very well. And we took a chance in Cheltenham. Cheltenham is Cheltenham, and it didn't work out, but Mr. Aintree came here, and like I say, delighted for Ronnie and the team to have a big winner here.
I think you had to take a chance in the Ryanair, didn't you? As you say, it's Cheltenham.
Yeah, exactly. You roll the dice, and he was in great shape, and it didn't happen on the day. And JJ felt that he was struggling on the day, and he was never really at the races, to be fair. So we knew we'd freshen him up and come here, and if we got a good preparation, he'd have a chance. And weren't sure if we go 3 miles or 2 miles, to be honest, but it was becoming obvious that the 2 mile race was probably the right race for him over the last few weeks with El Fabiola going to Sandown and stuff. So yeah, delighted to win the big race here.
Does that mean that you're pretty open-minded about trip for him next season?
Yeah, to be quite honest, I think he's pretty versatile. Like even Ronnie has mentioned the King George as a kind of an early season target next year. So I don't know if we need to go right up to 3 miles from 2 miles here, but they're all things that we can dream about through the summer, and just delighted to win a big race with him this season.
And I suppose the advantage of the King George is it never gets that deep at Kempton.
Yeah, that's the thought. That would be the thought process that time of year, and obviously he handles the track, having won there 2.5, and in fact he looked like he wanted to go further that day if you watched the race. So yeah, he has plenty of options, but I think he'll be kept on better ground, or as good a ground as we can find for him.
It must be very satisfying though to win another Grade 1 with him.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, absolutely, and he deserves it. To be fair, you know, he's been a top horse for the last number of years, and he's remarkably consistent when he has his conditions. You know, so and we know what they are, and yeah, just delighted to win a big one.
And how is Home by the Lee ahead of Thursday's Stayers Hurdle?
Yeah, he's in really good shape. He's come here in good nick. Great run in Cheltenham. The race probably could have set up a bit better for him, and he might have been a bit closer. Whether we can beat Tiopo or not is a question for another day. But he's here to run as good a race as we can, and hopefully get some prize money.
Are you hoping for a stronger run race this time around?
Yeah, probably. I think the stronger the race is run, the better for him. You know, stamina is no question. But he has the blinkers on again, and that seemed to really sharpen him up the last day. So hopefully it works again.
Okay, well, best of luck with that, and many congratulations, sir.
Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Cheers, Joseph. Thank you.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.